Today I want to talk about a very common problem for INFPs, which is overthinking. And you know, this situation when you just have to think about, for example, the next step in your work, and you end up questioning your whole life. So it doesn't make any sense, but if you're an INFP, you can understand, and you probably got yourself into that situation. And so in this video, I just want to share the tools and techniques that I use to finally overcome overthinking and recognize it and get unstuck. Because as INFPs, we are very prone to being stuck into the overthinking mode. If you're new here, welcome on my channel. I'm Michael, and I share every week my tips and my discoveries of my personal journey, especially as an INFP, and I share everything I discover about how to overcome our challenges and how we can support each other and grow together. So if you want to be a part of this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video every week. So I just wanted to share with you my experience that happened to me recently, because I was trying to figure out something next in my work, and I was really stuck into this overthinking mode, but I only realized it after. And so I thought it would be interesting to share what I've learned from this and how we can avoid it in the future, because as INFPs, we are very prone to overthinking. So just to tell you the quick story, recently I was trying to figure out the next step to prepare for my exam as a therapist. And because it's an online course, we have to get organized ourselves. And I was just really trying to figure out what the next step was, and to be the most effective. And I was hesitating, like, should I watch more content? Should I practice? Should I call my mentor? Should I ask for advice? And I was kind of stuck and thinking too much, and I ended up like asking myself questions to the extreme of is it the right path for me? Classic INFP, right? And so instead of just trying to choose the next step and do it, I was trying to find the perfect one, and it led me to question everything and to question my career choices. So I just want to share with you what I've learned from this. The main insight I got from this, and it's very simple, but it's to stop thinking and take action. Because it's really obvious, but when you're in overthinking mode, it's really hard to see that you have to quit thinking and you have to take action. And for me, I realized it afterwards, because I decided that I've wasted enough time, so I decided to do something no matter what. And then everything unfolded, and I tend to forget it, but it's very important, and it's a principle that says take massive imperfect actions. Because you can think all the time and about what you want to do, but nothing happens by just thinking. And what happens most of the time for me is that I have a problem, I try to think about it, and then the thinking becomes the problem, because I'm stuck in that mode. And I want to get out of this loop by thinking. So it's not possible, because thinking, being inside your mind, is the problem. So you cannot solve it by being more inside your mind. So it's very, very important. It's to take action, and especially for INFPs, because when we are in this loop, it's typically the FISI loop. Like, we try to figure out what's right for us, and we try to figure out only with internal information, only with the past. We don't confront it to the external world, we don't confront it to new experiences. And my experience with this was that slowly I was more and more inside my head. Like, for the example of my exam, I was thinking more and more, and without realizing it, like it's something that is crawling, you know, it's sneaking upon you. And I was more and more thinking that I don't have enough knowledge, I don't have the skill. I was focusing more and more about what I don't know how to do. And as soon as I took action, and what I did was simply watch a masterclass, and I was immersed again in all the external world, into the other students, and the answers came naturally. And I was thinking, it's very simple actually. And so my point is that it's really a matter of just taking action, and not the perfect one, just an imperfect one, but because you will gain much more insight from taking action and then comparing it to your thoughts than just trying to figure it out all inside your mind. Another tip I can give you, and that was really helpful for me, was to, and especially as INFP, I realized that we don't really like, plannings, and we don't really like to allow a certain space in our day to work on something. We like to keep that freedom. But what happened recently was that by having all my day, like free time, I was really trying to, again, be too perfectionist. And I was spending way too much time on one single task. And I was trying to get ready, I was trying to feel like doing it. And I realized it's not working for me. So I created a planning where I created a fixed time to work. I know that at this time I have to get to work, because the planning is another way of forcing yourself to take action. Because if you try to get ready and think about it and think, oh no, I need to do this more, and I need to be ready, and I need to watch this before being able to do it, you will never do it. So by having a dedicated space in your day, a dedicated time, you will do it no matter what. And what I've found, like in my experience, for example, for the YouTube videos, every time I gave myself a dedicated time, I did it because I had no choice, kind of. And the other day the other days where I had like too much time, like the whole day to shoot the video, like 3 or 4 days before the deadline, I wasn't very productive. And another tip that I can give you, and it's really the same concept, it's the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. And it's when you think about doing something, instead of just thinking about it and then trying to figure out if it's right, or will I succeed, and waiting for the mental chatter to get installed, you just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you just do it. And it's really powerful, because as you know, motivation is not unlimited, and it can only last for a while. So if you wait to feel like it, to do something, and if you think about it too much, you will never do it. So my main advice for this video, and from my experience, is that try to catch yourself as fast as possible when you're overthinking. And typically the signs will be that you are procrastinating, that you are not being productive, that you didn't take action for a long period of time. So when you find yourself in that situation, really the most important thing is not like doing the best job or being very effective. It's really just breaking that cycle and taking action. And so you have different tools for that. So if I have to recap, remember that as INFPs, we need to explore, we need to compare our introverted feeling to our extroverted intuition. So it means that we have to compare what we think is right to experiencing the outer world. Then you can do a planning, because it will force yourself to act. It's much better to do an imperfect action every day than waiting for one perfect action once a week. And the final tip is, as I said, use the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins to disrupt that mental chatter. So that's it for this video. I hope this is helpful. I hope this will help you when you catch yourself into overthinking mode, and I hope it will help you to stop being stuck So if it does help you, or if you want to share anything else about this topic, please do so in the comments, because it's a problem that I'm facing myself. So if you can share and help each other, I would be really interested to know if you have other tips or if you have other techniques to share. So please go ahead. And as always, if you like the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and thank you a lot for watching. And stay safe, because with the coronavirus everywhere, I know it's crazy. Because here in France, for example, we are in lockdown, so it's very likely that you are too. So remember to protect yourself and avoid social contact, which for INFP should not be a big challenge. So stay safe, guys, and thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.